Let's continue from uh, where we left off in chapter 1. In chapter 1, we are doing the course digital marketing, and then we'll talk about how to create value. We'll talk about the micro environment. We'll talk about the 4 P's, the 7 A's of digital marketing, and then we'll discuss the various digital marketing platforms that we have and all that. So chapter 2, we'll talk about creating value through digital marketing strategy. How we can create value through digital marketing strategy. So this is a table of content. We will discuss the introduction to digital marketing strategy. We'll talk of the strategic digital marketing planning process. We'll talk of the basic digital marketing strategies and tactics. We'll talk of the strategic digital marketing plan. These are the things that we'll talk about. Okay. We're also discussing the digital marketing strategy, how it fits within an overall marketing strategy. We'll also look at the important activities for a successful digital implementation. And we can clearly define digital marketing strategies, create a strategic digital marketing plan, and we'll look at the activities that must start from an overall well-organized, you know, organizational or corporate strategy. Okay. Now, when we say marketing strategy, basically it's just the overall corporate strategy. Every business, every firm, every industry has its own strategy. And mind you, businesses and firms are not created for them to exist for no other reason than to produce goods and services, to reach out to clients, and then to make good income and profit. And so every organization has that aspect where they deal with marketing after goods and services have been created. How do we advertise? How do we reach out to consumers and tell them what we have, the promotions, the update, and all that kind of thing. And so a marketing strategy is just the strategy that every organization or firm or production house put in place. And it looks at the target market, the marketing mix, and then it also talks of a plan to build a sustainable competitive advantage to meet marketing goals. So definitely, it's not only one firm producing a particular product. If it's shoe, we have Nike, we have Adidas, and we have others in the market. So if you are Nike or you are Adidas, what do you have to do in terms of reaching out to your client, your customers, your consumers, and then being able to uh, reach out to them such that your goods would be the preferable over the other. And that is where the competitive advantage, healthy competitions also do come in. So following from the organization's marketing strategy, digital marketing, digital marketing strategy establishes digital marketing goals and the actions and resources needed to achieve those goals. So it includes determining a digital target market, a digital marketing mix, and then ways to sustain a digital competitive advantage to meet digital marketing goals. So the digital marketing strategy establishes digital marketing goals. It establishes the goals, the actions and resources needed to achieve these goals. And these include the digital target market, the digital target market, the digital marketing mix, and ways to sustain a digital competitive advantage to meet the digital marketing goals. So when we talk about digital marketing strategy, it should be distinguished from the digital marketing target, and which are the most specific digital marketing activities meant to assist in achieving higher level overall strategy. So we have the digital marketing strategy. That is overall strategy, or as a marketing strategy and that talks about that it establishes the digital marketing goals. It talks about the actions, the resources needed to achieve those goals. And the digital marketing strategy mostly includes a digital target market. So the general digital marketing strategy outlines the digital target market. The digital marketing strategy also talks of the digital marketing mix, and it also outlines ways to sustain a digital competitive advantage to meet digital marketing goals. Digital marketing strategy should be distinguished from digital marketing targets. So the strategy should be distinguished from the target. And the target we say are more specific digital marketing activities that assist in achieving the overall marketing strategy. Strategic digital marketing planning process. Okay, we have the digital the digital marketing planning process to be the procedure that digital marketers engage in to carefully plan and to carefully plan and document strategic direction for digital marketing activities. You see, now we say that during this process, the strategic digital marketing planning process is a procedure that digital marketers should engage in to carefully plan and document strategic direction for digital marketing activities. During this process, a strategic digital marketing plan, which outlines key digital marketing strategies based on the organization's environment, tactics, objectives, and other key considerations may be developed. The planning process involves 3 stages: organizational and marketing overview, situational analysis and digital marketing objectives, strategy and tactics, and then we have the digital marketing analytics and implementation plan. So we have the strategic digital marketing plan out of the strategic digital marketing planning process. So out of the process, which we say is a procedure that the digital marketer engage in to carefully plan and document the strategic direction for digital marketing activities. Then within the process where the planning takes place, we have a strategic digital marketing plan. So we say that the strategic digital marketing planning process is a procedure that has a plan, right? So now we have a strategic digital marketing plan, and the plan we say that it outlines the key digital marketing. So in all, the strategic digital marketing, as we said, strategic digital marketing planning process. That's the procedure for the digital marketer to consider the plan and document strategic direction for digital marketing. And out of this plan, we have the strategic digital marketing plan, which outlines a key digital marketing strategy, talks of the organization's environment, tactics, objectives, and other key considerations that should be developed. The planning process involves these 3 stages. It looks at the organizational and marketing overview, situational analysis and digital marketing objectives, strategy and tactics, and considers a digital marketing analytics and implementation plan. Stage 1 of the digital marketing planning process document, the overall organizational mission and vision. It is an overview of the organization and its marketing efforts. So without understanding what the organization does now or where it wishes to head, it will be difficult to determine appropriately aligned digital marketing strategy and objectives. So likewise, digital marketing strategy and objectives should flow from the overall marketing strategy and this should also be documented. So stage 2 is to conduct a situation analysis, determine digital marketing objectives. So and the tactics and factor in other key considerations. So now we've talked about the digital marketing procedure. Out of it, we have the plan. Then we consider the key objectives. And then the second one is to look at the conduct a situational analysis. And with the situational analysis, we determine the digital marketing objectives. We look at the strategies, the tactics, and factor in other key considerations. And we also look at the goal is to understand the internal and external environment in which the digital marketing is expected to take place. So situational analysis is a very key thing to do when it comes to looking at the digital marketing plan out of the procedure, because we now look at the internal and external dynamics, and that helps with planning the digital marketing activities. So with the situational analysis, we look at the organization should identify specific measurable digital marketing objectives that will be used to guide the rest of the plan. Okay, that is one. So we look at specific and measurable digital marketing objectives that will be used to guide the rest of the plan. Then we also consider a digital value proposition that should be crafted. Then we look at segmentation, targeting, and positioning. The STP is identified. So out of the situational analysis, we consider specific and measurable digital marketing objectives that will be used to guide the rest of the plan. We look at a digital value proposition that will be crafted. We look at segmentation, targeting, and positioning, and we look at digital marketers identifying key marketing strategies and tactics. And this is out of the situational analysis. So out of the situational analysis, we look at specific and measurable objectives. We look at the digital value proposition, and then we look at the organization's digital STP, segmentation, targeting, proposition, and then we look at the key digital marketing strategies and tactics. Okay, then the final stage. So when we look at the marketing procedure, we look at the marketing plan, but then we come and look at the objectives, we look at the situational analysis. Then the final phase of the stage is that we have stage 3 of the digital marketing planning process, which identify digital marketing analytics and determine resources and an implementation plan. So now you have set out the objectives because there is a plan, and we've done the internal and external dynamics through the situation analysis. So with that, we have the specific and measurable objectives. We've been able to, with the situation analysis, we've been able to look at all these other indicators that we've mentioned earlier. Then now we come to the 3, which is to identify the analytics and determine resource implementation plan, because that is what's going to guide you as to how to achieve your objective. And this stage should identify key analytics you have to measure and track digital marketing platforms and then indicators. The budgets and non-financial resources that will be allocated to digital marketing should be determined and documented, along with how strategic digital marketing plan will be implemented. You have to know your resources to know how the implementation will go. And it's the resources that will also determine the kind of plan and the kind of activities that you should implement. So we engage in the digital marketing planning process through the 3 stages, which require a careful understanding of the organization, the environment, its marketing, and various digital marketing specific facets. So basic digital marketing strategies and the tactics. Okay, so crafting and executing effective digital marketing strategy involves careful planning. So crafting and executing effective digital marketing strategy involves careful planning. Digital marketing strategies and tactics should be developed for each of the types of digital marketing as applicable. So If we are looking at digital marketing strategies, tactics should be developed for each of the types of digital marketing as applicable. The website marketing, the SEO, the SEM, the email marketing we talked about, the social and community market, the mobile marketing, and the smart environment marketing. We say that digital marketing strategy and tech should be developed for each of all these types of digital marketing. And then we have to craft and execute effective digital marketing strategy that would shape how we want, marketing to be done. So the basic digital marketing strategies and tactics. When we look at the strategies and tactics, we say that on the 4 P's, exhibit on the 4 P's. The 4 P's, you remember we talked of the product, the place, the price, and then the position. So on the product and the pricing, we say if we are having a strategy and a tactic, are we demonstrating through digital means the value our products and services provide consumers? Are we providing value through digital products and our services? Do our digital products and our services incorporate our digital brand? You see, so that's a product. Are we demonstrating through digital means the value our products and services provide consumers? Are we providing value through digital products and our services? Do our digital products and our services incorporate our digital brand? So that's a product. Pricing. What pricing strategy should we use? What pricing strategy should we use? Subscription based, flat fee, bundled, freemium, or others? So you see, so now the strategy and the tactic is you. So if the product is here, you consider what strategy or tactic, and then the pricing as well, the same thing. If it's a place, what is the digital marketing channel? Should we pursue an omni-channel strategy? Should we pursue a disintermediation strategy? Then the promotion. You say which digital platforms will be relevant to promote organizations. So we have the 4 P's, for instance, and then the strategies, and then are we compelling a valuable set of digital assets too? So you see that. Now, products and services of organization must provide value to consumers. You can't sell anything to anyone. People will not buy anything for it. The value for money. People really spend a lot of energy, time, and everything to, get that hard resource, that currency. And there's a medium of exchange. So they want to consider the value that they will generate for the exchange. So digital marketing product or service strategies may involve the exceptional features of a digital product or service. Digital marketing product strategies should also help to enhance the brand name through digital channels. So different product strategies may be necessary during the different stages of the product life cycle. In some cases, digital marketing may prolong a product time within a particular stage of the product life cycle by helping to maintain demand over a period of time. So digital consumers may often compare prices using search engines and other digital tools. Therefore, being clear about pricing might be necessary. So several digital marketing pricing strategies are frequently used, and mostly it includes the subscription based. Some look at the freemium, some look at the bundle, some look at the flat fee, some look at the pay as you go, and others. A subscription based pricing strategy, for instance, has digital consumers, you pay a flat fee for each subscription period, such as monthly or yearly. For example, those who are on Netflix, those who are on DSTV, Amazon, what have you. If you are on a subscription-based pricing strategy, then you pay a flat fee for each subscription period. With the flat fee pricing strategy, consumers pay an agreed upon on varying fee for whatever level of service they use during a service or contract period. So organizations such as and internet providers, cable and internet providers, and mobile phone companies may adopt a bundled pricing strategy in which consumers are offered a lower price if they bundle products or services together. Then we can talk of the other organizations adopt a freemium pricing strategy in which they offer a basic service at no charge and consumers pay for added services or a premium service level. So it's a strategy and it's a tactic, even with the pricing. Others consider flat fee pricing strategy. Others consider a bundled pricing strategy. Others consider the freemium. Others consider pay as you go, you know, and others consider subscription payment. It's all about the strategy that the marketer wants to adopt. So digital marketing place strategies start with decisions about a digital marketing channel. First, we say that organizations should decide if they will proceed with an omni-channel strategy, and that involves offering products or services across various channels. Okay, so this is also a strategy. Are you going to decide or proceed by considering an omni-channel strategy where various products and services are offered on various channels? Or we are going to look at alternatively the digital marketing by way of helping an organization reach a consumer directly. That is a disintermediation strategy. So we have the omni-channel strategy where you can reach consumers on different channels, and we have the disintermediation. There's no mediator, and so it involves removing or not including channel members, also known as intermediaries. So channel members are the intermediaries, and the channel members exist in the omni-channel strategy, but in the disintermediation strategy, you deal directly with like the mobile app that we talked of. You don't deal with it directly. You download and yeah, but with social media, once at times it goes through the virtual reality it goes through. So for many organizations, a carefully designed digital channel strategy should bring optimal and enable consumers to interact with the organization and produce services through a variety of digital channels. And so we look at the omni-channel strategy, disintermediation strategy, and we look at the digital channel strategy. So that the digital channel strategy, it comes of the optimal way of doing business where consumers or customers or clients get the enable environment to interact with the organization as they receive goods and services. Okay, so we say that promotion strategies address the ways in which organizations communicate. They promote their products, services, and brands to consumers. An integrated marketing communication strategy, an integrated marketing communication strategy ensures that all contacts received by customers for a product, service, or organization are consistent over time. Part of an IMC strategy is a selection of optimal digital platforms strategies, those platforms relevant to an organization's target market. So this is very, very important, the IMC. And the reason why it's very, very important is that if clients, if consumers, if contact receive, if customers receive contacts for any product for service or from organization, They want to see the consistency, this keyword, the consistency over time. The IMC, Integrated Marketing Communication Strategy, the consistency in information received over time. And part of the IMC strategy is the selection of optimal digital platform strategy. Optimal digital platform strategies. And these are platforms relevant to organizations' target market. So any optimal digital platform strategy should be able to consider the organization's target market. So a well-defined content strategy that is consistent across platforms and provides value to consumers is also essential for promotion strategies. And we say content must be consistent with the purpose to entice and retain customers. Evergreen content, which remains continually relevant over time, is often created with SEO in mind. Then the ephemeral content is designed to be temporary in nature and displayed or visible for short periods of time. And I have the native advertising. Native advertising is paid advertising whose content matches the form, the feel, the function, the quality of the content of the media on which it appears. So evergreen always. So when you are looking at these advertising or marketing strategies in terms of the content strategy, I would say a well-defined content strategy is consistent across platforms and provides value to consumers. It's also essential for promotion strategies. The content must be consistent with the purpose to entice and retain customers. And we have the evergreen content, so they're continually relevant over time. And I would say ephemeral is temporal. I would say native is designed to match the form, the feel, the function, the quality of the content. So these must be. Promotion is also about building relationships. Those can be done by conscious effort to manage the customer relationship experience. And we have the consumers can spread helpful information via digital word of mouth. So consumers can spread helpful information via digital word of mouth marketing. And then we have the digital marketing can play a key role in creating and maintaining relationships and promoting key communications. So digital marketing can play a key role in creating and maintaining relationships. Ultimately, with digital marketing, an organization may build a sort of digital assets, all of the digital items of value that an organization owns, including content, data, website, and account. Yeah, so we've talked of promotion. It's about building relationships, and then we've talked about making conscious effort to manage customer relationship experience. We've also talked about consumers um, who can spread helpful information through the word of mouth, the WOM. We've talked about digital marketing, uh, which can play a role in creating and maintaining relationships and promoting key communications. We've also talked about digital assets, and we said that all of the digital items of value that an organization owns, including the content, the data, the website, and account, are the digital assets. Now, when we look at the 7 A's strategies, we have looked at the four P's. The four P's, we've talked about them. And we are looking at the 7 A's in terms of strategies and tactics. So when we say you add, then the question that comes is, does our digital marketing convey to consumers the value of our product or service? Is our digital marketing adding further value to our products? You know, does our product or service add value to society? So these are questions to ask when you look at the first A, the allure. Do our strategies increase consumer interest by means of creative and informative content, attractive design, enticing messages, storytelling, and relevant information? Advance. Do we use digital strategies to advance consumers toward purchase, such as a clear menu, good search option, easy to understand categories, a clear call to action, a live chat feature, and/or help services? Add, allay, advance. When it comes to adapt and adjust, how well is our digital marketing campaign performing? Does it reflect current consumer trends? Is the campaign meeting the required digital marketing analytics? If the campaign is falling short, what adjustments should be made? Are we adjusting our strategies and tactics as needed? Associate. Does our use of logos, graphics, colors, symbols, and so on promote brand association? Do our digital marketing messages help consumers associate with the brand and/or help us create strategic relationships? Abide. Do our digital marketing strategies and tactics meet legal requirements for advertising? Are we complying with privacy and security requirements or regulations? Do our digital marketing strategies and tactics meet ethical standards? Come to analyze. What should we measure? How well is the organization meeting its established key performance indicators and marketing analytics measures? Are we acting on the analytics we are reporting on? Are we prioritizing certain analytics that are most important, or are we just doing the analytics and then, and then we look at are changes needed? Okay, after we do the analytics. So we ask the strategic and tactical questions on the 4 P's: the price, the product, the place, the promotion. And we've done the same for the add, the allure, the adjust, the associate, the abide, the analyze, and we keep on going. We say that the product or service offered by an organization must add value, and digital marketing should be able to promote that value or be a source of value itself. For example, when you look at the Duke Health website, look at the Duke, find a doctor, download the app, um, classes, event, and support groups. Excuse me, agent care waiting times. So the Duke Health websites and app add value by you provide convenient electronic access to account and health information. So wait times, ability to sign up for classes and support groups, and the ability to find a doctor online. They also provide access to monthly topics to help people manage their health. So you see how the ad strategy, basic digital marketing strategy, the ad strategy. Look at how they have done this. The Duke Health website provides. See how they have done the media website, and all this is there. Attracting consumers well. So the allure strategy, allure strategy. Allure is what attracts them, what entices them, what brings them on board. So attracting consumers will involve strategies and tactics to increase consumer interest, such as creative and informative content, attractive design, enticing messages, and relevant information. So famed sport legend Leo Messi creates allure toward his personal brand. One of his Instagram posts has garnered more than 75 million likes, making it the most liked social media as of late 2024. And what is it? An Instagram post by Lionel Messi garnered more than 75 million likes, and it attracts. So he won this, and then you come to advanced strategies. Advanced strategies. So we've add strategies. We've looked at allure, add add value. Then we look at allure, interests, what interests, and then we advance. What would push them? Huh? What would push them? So consumers may visit a firm's website or social media page or download its app, but cut short the buying process. Digital marketers must research why that happens and implement conversation strategy. There should be conversation on every digital platform. Every digital platform is created for conversations to take place. So there should be conversation on digital platforms, and that is what is more important. So you should be focused about how conversation is supposed to be generated on your platforms, right? Okay. So we say, for instance, this Home Depot, uh, their display menu on homepage. And then we say Home Depot makes it easy for consumers to advance through the conversation. So when you go look at this, decor furniture, doors and windows, lawn, garden tools, storage, kitchen, decor furniture, building materials, plumbing, cooling, heating, hardware, paint, appliances, bath, and all this. So Home Depot makes it easy for consumers to advance through the conversation process. The store's homepage clearly displays its menu top image and its shopping categories. So we say Home Depot makes it easier for consumers by providing help services. So truly, when you look at Home Depot's webpage, it makes it easy for consumers by providing help services, and then it uses Home Depot also uses clear calls to action, including shop now, and then shop today special buttons and all that. That's great. A consumer shopping for paint. It reviews whether categories, options, all on the menu on Home Depot. So these are advanced. It pushes you to keep on searching for what you want and gives you the options and all. So digital marketers must be ready to adapt. So we look at we look at allure, we look at advanced digital marketing strategies, we look at adapt, adjust, and then the associate. So when digital marketers are ready to adapt or adjust their digital marketing strategies and tactics according to how well a campaign is performing or the environment in which the marketing is taking place, right? A brand association strategy may involve enhancing the connection a consumer makes between the brand and product features or attributes. So digital marketing can help to visualize that connection. In this example, Harley-Davidson has long created association with desirability, claiming to be the most desirable motorcycle brand in the world. So you can also look at that. And then we say basic digital marketing strategies and tactics. When we say, so we look at ad, we look at learn, we look at advance, we look at adjust, we look at associate, we say abide, And then we'll move to the analyze strategies. So when we say digital marketers must abide by legal regulations relating to advertisement, privacy, security, look at ethical consideration, ethical strategies should be employed to ensure that digital marketing meets ethical standards. Then we should also consider that various analytics are available to measure and monitor the success of a digital marketing plan. The organization should specify which key performance indicators and marketing analytics it intends to use, and then routinely monitor how well it meets those evaluation measures. Thinking about global digital marketing. Digital marketers need to consider how to adapt in local markets by carefully determining which consumers will view the marketing being presented and from where. So the Australian booking software company Resday provides a technical solution to increase bookings for businesses in the tourism industry. Reddy's option for regional settings allow businesses to cater to local needs with language, time zone, currency, and formatting that is understandable by consumers from specific regions. So, in addition to knowing the 4 P's and the 7 A's strategies, so we have the 4 P's and then the 7 A's strategies. Digital marketers need to understand the competitive landscape in which they operate. They will create a competitor. In addition to knowing the 4 P's and the 7 A's strategies, digital marketers need to understand the competitive landscape in which they operate. They will create competitor analysis that analyzes what other organizations in the same digital market are doing and what their position is in such markets and should answer. So, aside the 4 P's and the 7 A strategies, digital marketers need to understand the competitive landscape in which they operate. You need to understand as a digital marketer. You need to understand the market in which you operate. They will create a competitor analysis that analyzes what other organizations in the same digital market are doing and what their position is. So you have to analyze what other organizations in the same digital market are doing and what, oh my God. Yeah, so like I said, in addition to knowing the 4 P's and the 7 A's, and you already know the 4 P's in marketing to be the place, the price, promotion, and all that. We've already talked about that. And then the 7 A's, we talk about the additions, we talk about the alert, advancement, we talk about analytics, adjustment, we talk about all those. So the 4 P's and the 7 A strategy aside them in digital marketing, we need to also understand the competitive landscape in which they operate, and that will create a competitor analysis. Excuse me. Excuse me, my bad. That's that creates a competitor analysis that analyzes what other organizations in the same digital market are doing and what their position is in such markets and should answer. So who are the organization's major competitors? What key digital strategies do they adopt? So aside the 7 P's, the 7 A's and the 4 P's, you have to look at the competitor analysis. And with the competitor analysis, we analyze what other organizations in the same digital market. So if it's say I'm into food shoe production, I'm saying Nike, then I have to consider what Adidas on that same digital market, what are they also doing in terms of their analytics and their conversations and what their position is in such market, and so that I'll be able to now know who my organization, who the major competitors are. And in this, I said it will be Adidas because I'm Nike. And what key digital strategies do they adopt to be better, and then I have to also look equally in that direction, and how might the organization counteract, respond, and deal with these. Okay, so you say digital marketers must also employ a competitive vigilance strategy. Competitive vigilance strategy, and it involves keeping an eye on existing competitors and any other thing that might appear unexpectedly. So competitor name, the Samsung. Competitors' key digital marketing strategies and tactics: they employ new digital channels to reach new B2B audiences for its business TV product line launch in Italy. That's Samsung. And our competitive strategies and tactics to deal with our response. We employ aggressive digital channel strategy to outperform Samsung by targeting the same and additional channels and groups. Personal email outreach to relevant target groups of business buyers will supplement e-commerce and social initiatives. So we move on to look at the strategic digital marketing plan. So with a strategic digital market plan, this is how the strategic digital market plan goes. If we are crafting a strategic digital marketing plan, which is very time consuming, we need to start early. No procrastination with that, because it's voluminous, it entails much, and so we need to start early because there's much time to be committed to the strategic digital marketing plan. So we have the cover. So all the strategies that we've talked of, the procedures, the plans, and which will relate with the 4 Ps, the 7 As, and all that. We now document it into a book, a formal, document that's all the ideas, the short-term objectives and the long-term objectives are all documented, and each strategy and tactic, for the digital marketer is documented. And to say that the first one will be the cover page, surely. Excuse me, my bad. And then we'll continue to the executive summary. Then we relate to the organizational mission, vision, and the objectives. Now we come to the overall marketing strategy and objectives, of which we have already talked of. Then we move to the digital marketing situation analysis, that is a SWOT analysis. Then we move on to the digital marketing objectives, the digital market segmentation. We look at the STP, which you already know. We do the segmentation, we do the targeting, and then we do the promotion. And then we come to the digital value proposition, and continue to the digital marketing strategies and tactics. We could proceed to the digital marketing privacy, security, legal and ethical considerations. After we are through to the digital marketing implementation control plan and then references. So if you are designing a strategic digital marketing plan, this is how we go. A strategic digital market plan. We have the cover page, we have the executive summary, the organization mission, the vision, objectives. Now we move to the overall marketing strategy and then objectives. We look at the digital marketing situation analysis, and then we continue with what? With the digital marketing objectives and the digital and then the value proposition. Excuse me. We come to the strategies and tactics. security, legal, and ethical considerations. And then we continue with all other. So it's just in this order. It's not difficult. The cover page, the executive summary, the organizational mission, vision. Every organization has its own. Then you come out and also look at the overall marketing strategy, which is, you know, entirely the broad marketing strategy, of which just the digital marketing is just an aspect of it. So you do the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Then now out of that, you are able to define your own digital marketing objectives, digital marketing segmentation, and then you look at targeting and promotions. You do the digital value proposition. Now you come to your digital marketing strategies and tactics. Then it moves to the digital marketing privacy, security, legal, and ethical considerations. You do the analytics, you do the digital marketing implementation control plan and budget. You look at your references and then you continue with that. Now, the cover page and executive summary. The cover page document the organization's name followed by the title, maybe strategic digital marketing plan. So optionally, the cover page can also include the time frame the plan covers, maybe say 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 100 years, or whatever. It may also state if, but I said 100 years is just like, it's like too much, right? It's mostly in the short term, but I was just giving a figure. So maybe a year, 6 months, 2, 3 years, or and it may also state, if applicable, that the plan is a condensed or average version. You know, it would just make it explicit to be documented. If it's an average, there's an existing traditional one or more new version, what's an average, whatever it is. Visuals are optional on the cover page based on the form preferences of the organization, units, or plan drafting team. And then they should reflect the plan as a whole, not examples of digital marketing. Visuals should always be based on the intended audience for the plan. It is important to respect copyright laws. Okay. The executive summary is a short summarizing statement of the strategic document. Of the strategic document, the marketing plan, usually 3 to 5 paragraphs, which places the plan, in detail, and then the key points are covered in the executive summary. So organizational mission, vision, objectives continue after the cover page and then the executive summary. So if like Google has its mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. If you're a student, your organization has its own mission statement, it has its own vision statement, and it has, and if you are a student, the university has its own mission, vision. You go to every department or faculty, they also have their own vision and mission. And Amazon says that we aim to be Earth's most customer-oriented company. So this is an example of mission. Okay. Now, the overall marketing strategies and objective. So now we've moved from cover page, executive summary. Then we are looking at mission, vision, and then the overall marketing strategies and objectives of the company. So the session consists of 2 parts. The organization's key marketing strategies and its objectives. These not the digital marketing strategies, and I've already hinted on that. Rather, the organization's overall marketing strategies. They may be found in the organization's marketing plan. And then we've already talked about the fact that every organization has its own marketing plan, of which we have the digital marketing plan crafted as part of it. So the marketing strategies, the overall is very important. Strategic digital marketing planning is conducted within the overall marketing strategies and objectives in mind. You know, you can't just draw a separate digital marketing strategy that does not sync or is not in line. It doesn't reflect on the marketing strategies. It needs to reflect on the marketing strategy and all that kind of thing, right? So it is important that strategic digital marketing planning is conducted with overall marketing strategies and objectives in mind, including traditional marketing. Doing so helps to place digital marketing within the broader marketing setting. So we have the marketing strategies. Then we also have the marketing objectives. And these marketing objectives, we are saying that they are the measured goals of the organization's marketing activity with intention to what to produce, and they may include a whole lot of things like sales growth, increased brand awareness, increased customer retention, and market. So the marketing strategy, marketing objectives of every organization is already outlined, and out of these, we now have to make sure that our digital marketing strategies and objectives reflect on the overarching strategies and objectives of the company. Now, we move on to the SWOT analysis, what we call the strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and uh, likely threats. So if we are designing a digital market plan, we have our cover page, we have our executive summary, we have our mission, vision, statement, and objectives of the firm already stated. Then we go on to look at the overarching strategy, marketing strategy, and objectives of the firm. Out of that, now we look at the digital marketing itself. Then we do the digital marketing situation analysis where we're able to craft the SWOT, and then we move on with the SWOT. And after the SWOT, uh, then we go to the digital marketing objective, the segmentation, targeting, and all that kind of thing. So the third phase, which is the digital marketing situation analysis, it describes the internal and external environment in which the digital marketing is being pursued, and it's also called the digital SWOT. Describes the internal and external environment in which the digital marketing is being pursued, and we call it a digital SWOT. And this analysis specifies the organization's digital strengths, the weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Yeah, so there's a diagram, and it shows some of the few likely internal and external. And mind you, the strength, the weaknesses, the opportunities and threats, we could have the internal and an external. There are those that exist within, and there are those that exist outside the confines of the organization. So digital strength, for instance, if you're looking at digital marketing, and then you are designing a strategic digital marketing plan, internally, some of the strengths, you could consider great digital marketing talent within the firm, and this helps for you to we have the exceptional digital value proposition, we have the high brand image and digital trust. These are strengths that exist. These are resources, human material, other factors that exist in the comparative high level of digital resources and what have you. Now, if you are looking at the digital weaknesses, internal, so we've seen one of the internal digital strengths in the company. We're also looking at digital weaknesses internal. You say lower digital competitive ability. Within the firm, if there's lower digital competitive ability, it might affect. We have poor digital marketing leadership. If we don't have a strategic leader and a leader that is well versed in digital marketing, is also, and we don't have high digital marketing. And then when there's a high digital marketing costs with poor return, these are internal weaknesses that might affect the digital marketing strategy. Externally, we can look at opportunities. industry and market potential in digital space, new technologies resulting in digital marketing opportunities, digital relationships and partnerships. And then we can also look at some threats externally. Changing the digital marketing privacy rules is a threat. Obsolescence of digital marketing technology, non-existent, and some of them going obsolete, like no more being competitor digital marketing excellence, and these are all likely external threats if there are competitor digital marketing excellence and stuff. All these are issues to consider. Now, when we say um, we are building on after the SWOT analysis crafted by doing your digital marketing situational analysis, and then value addition. Now then we move on to digital marketing objectives. So now you've had your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, your threats. So out of that, you can now design your own digital market objectives. Look at your own STP, segmentation analysis, identification of your target market, and plan for positioning the brand. And then from there you move on and on and on. So the digital marketing objectives, an organization may wish to focus on specific digital marketing objectives that are tied to other overarching marketing goals, which I've already stated earlier. Each digital marketing objective should also be tied to specific value for the customer or the consumer. Then we look at the digital STP, which I've already talked about, the segmentation, analysis, identification of markets, and with the next slide would explain. Segmentation is like we might have several or multiple units of markets, and if I will consider all or one of them, and then the identification of target market is looking at one specific target market, and then how we can position the brand to meet the various multiple markets in the segmentation analysis, which markets is suitable for this and that and all that, and that kind of thing. So the plan for positioning the brand is very important, and the segmentation analysis and identification of target market, all those things are very, very important. Okay, then we come to digital value proposition. Then we look at the statement of the digital value proposition. So a unique, convincing proposal about why a consumer's organizational target market should purchase its offerings. So we look at the digital value proposition, and the value proposition statement is a convincing statement about why a consumer is supposed to target. It's very, very important when we look at the value proposition. The statement of a digital value proposition, it's a unique, convincing proposal about why that consumer should stick to this particular organization. So the marketing should always look at all these things. And then when we move, so we have now looked at we've now looked at the cover page of the strategic digital marketing plan. We've looked at the executive summary. We've now looked at the mission, vision, and objectives of the firm. You see, and out of that, now we have moved on to the overall marketing strategy. After the overall marketing strategy, we do the SWOT analysis, the strengths, the weakness, opportunities, and threats of the digital markets. Then we design our own objectives for the digital markets. And with that, we look at market segmentation. So we do segmentation analysis. And then we look at how we can position, our own brand and all that kind of thing. So it's very, 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 very important to look at these things before we come with the strategies and then tactics and then So with the STP, we say that the segmentation itself may be based on demographic. So if we are doing segmentation, we are trying to classify the multiple digital market channels that we have. We can classify based on demographics, geography, psychographic, and behavioral segmentation variables described in Exhibit 2 to 7. So digital demographic, we see that age of social media user. We look at the age of social media users. That's a digital demographic. We look at the education of the website visitor. We look at the income of such ad viewer, and we look at the gender of the app user. So these are the normal demographics that we can talk of. We that helps us to plan. So the segmentation analysis is very, very important because it helps us to plan and know what to do very well. Then we go to the digital geography. The digital geography. And with the digital geography, we look at the location of the app. The digital geography, we look at the location of the app, the state in which website customer resides, location from where consumer is clicking, such as we look at the digital psychographic, we look at the social class of search, ad viewer, personality of social media user, lifestyle of smart product user. So these are all existing. Digital behavioral, sophistication and knowledge of website user, attitude of social media user, search history of search engine user. So that's the digital behavior. And then we look at the purchase history of the website user. So all these things are considered. Now, excuse me. So we say that targeting may vary based on what kinds of products and services an organization offers. Now, whether we say that organizations offering similar products such as smart speakers may target the same or different consumers. My bad. I'm taking that again. Organizations offering similar products such as smart speakers may target the same or different consumers. So, for instance, when we look at, excuse me. Okay, so sorry for the interception. So we said that targeting may vary based on what kinds of products, services, an organization offers. Organizations offering similar products, such as smart speakers, may target the same or different consumers. And like for instance, we said soccer players use soccer boots, and with that, Adidas, Nike, all of them, are into sportwear, and so they definitely would get into such. So everybody needs to now get your own digital marketing strategies because your market targets are similar people, and that's it. So for instance, Amazon can target eco consumers between 18 and 44 of age, but also can target children with eco.4 kids. And the same way, like I said, for we have soccer players, those in the academies, young people, infantile, I know, to have children, whatever, and then we have the adults. So your demographics will speak for you, and then you'll be able to your promotions, so your STP, your segmentation, your target, and then your promotions, and all those whatever. Just so digital marketing value creation. So Amazon Echo products are one of the popular options in the growing smart speaker, and we've already talked about that fact. So Echo's largest demographic includes consumer between. So you look at this, the two key functions used are setting time and playing music. Uh, Value stems from ability to use a device hands-free. You get what I mean? So Echo houses Amazon's Alexa virtual assistant technology. Digital marketers may use Alexa's audience interest tool to determine topics and categories that an audience may be interested in. This information may be helpful in a psychographic segment analysis. So you see that we talked about. Exercise should be a digitally immersive high energy experience that leaves you content, helps you achieve your health goal, and allows you to reclaim your time and money. Peloton answers that need. So see what it is already. Section 5 is the heart of the strategic digital marketing plan. And section 5 we'll talk about the strategies and then the tactics. So we've come a long way from the cover page, which would talk about the title, the organization, few things, and whatever. Then we come to the executive summary, the detailed summary of the entire digital marketing plan. Then we state the mission, vision, and objectives of the firm. Then we go on to talk of the overall marketing strategy, which is very, very important of the firm because it's supposed to relate and translate into the digital marketing objectives. Now we do the SWOT for the digital marketing and then add value addition. And so from there, we now state the digital marketing objectives and all that kind of thing. So after stating the digital marketing objectives, the segment, the STPs, then we also continue to look at the strategies and tactics for the digital marketing and value creation and all that. And so after we would move on to look at ethical considerations, privacy laws, and so now we are looking at the marketing strategies and tactics. So we look at whether it's a website, whether it's a SEO, it's a SEM, so that we know the strategies and the tactics. And then we have email marketing strategies and tactics. We have social media and community marketing strategies. We have the mobile. Every digital marketing channel has its own. The brand trusts, digital brand trust and reputation management. So you see, Nike incorporates diversity. So you come here, see that Nike, you can't stop us. There's an ad went viral one sport were severely affected by COVID-19 outbreak. Then the ad incorporated diversity and inclusiveness by featuring a split screen of athletes of different backgrounds and resulted in millions of views. So we have section 6 of the strategic digital marketing plan should detail considerations related to the phone. So we have digital marketing privacy and security considerations. The digital marketing plan should state any relevant privacy and security considerations and how the organization intends to address this. Also, the organization should describe how it will protect consumers' sensitive and confidential data. Digital marketing, legal and ethical considerations. Marketers must be aware of and comply with legal requirements related to digital marketing. Therefore, the digital marketing plan also should state the relevant legal ethical considerations. So it's very important. And coming, section 7 of the strategic digital marketing plan outlines the important analytics, evaluation, and measurement mechanisms the organization intends to use. So there are several types of digital marketing analytics. And then, so now, in doing the digital marketing analysis, evaluation, and measurement, that is when we have been able to now consider the strategies and tactics of the digital market. And we then have to consider the channels that we are using to be able to adopt a particular strategy and tactic. Then from there, we go on to an open rate. And then the open rate is the percentage of recipients who open marketing communications. So that the marketing analytics evaluation and measurement will tell you what you want to do. And they say that we have several types of digital marketing analytics. We have the open rate. There's a percentage of recipients who open marketing communications. There are some customers and consumers or even client who never open communication. They don't, So we have the open rate analysis, and then we in search advertising. In search advertising, we look at the click-through rate. Click-through rate is the percentage of clicks on a search ad against the number of times the ad was shown. So the open rate, the percentage of recipients who open communication, the click-through, those who will definitely click against the number of times the ad was shown. And we have the website market, we have the bounce rate. There's a percentage of website visitors who leave after visiting a single page. Are they going to stay? Are they going to do conversations, or they're just gonna leave? So the bounce rate is also there. So we look. So in these are indicators for analytics evaluation and measurement: the open rate, the click-through rate, the bounce rate, and then we have the social media engagement. Social media engagement. And I would say that social media engagement is a measurement of items such as comment and then uh, shares on an organization's social media. So social media engagement is a measurement of items such as comment and shares on social media. Mobile app ratings are numerical measures of users' feelings about apps that they have downloaded. We look at all these things. So, okay, type of digital marketing. We have the email marketing, open rate, what time email opened. For example of type of digital marketing. So email marketing, we look at the open rate, how many people open their mails when they are sent to them by different firms and organizations. What time, if they even opened, was it prompt? Took a year or what? Search engine marketing. We look at the click-through search inquiries or queries, sorry. Or look at the website marketing, bounce rate, or conversation rate. And conversation really must spark after, you know, digital marketers use various means to communicate, right? If there's no communication, then it means there's no conversion rate. We have the social media marketing, we have social media engagement, the campaign performance. So if there's a social media campaign on product promotions, what is the level of engagement? And these are very, very important. So we also look at the mobile marketing, mobile app ratings, mobile marketing, mobile app ratings, Insta rate. We have the smart environment marketing, that's the behavioral data. So we have to look at the behavioral data. So smart environment marketing, we look at all these things. Okay, section 8 indicates how the organization will implement the digital marketing identified in the strategic plan. So this should include what the organization would do and by when, you know. And so now that we have come to the implementation control and then the budget, you already know we cannot draw any plan or procedure without looking at the resources and the budget allocation. So after the analytics and then you know the evaluation and all that, now we consider what budget will support the plan implementation. So with that, we look at if we have enough resources or which resources can execute the plan that is intended, and whether we have the contingency plan, backup plan, in case the resources is unable to achieve the first option, or now which option will even generate conversations and will really sell and promote the activities, services, and products of the firm company to consumers or would likely client and whatever. So we have the contingency plan, it's a backup plan, and then we have to also indicate expected budget and key resources. And with that, we say material and human capital required, and then we consider the cost of campaigns and other. So digital marketing implementation control, and budget is very important. Now, when we say, marketing implementation control plan and budgets, digital marketing activity, digital marketing activity, such as campaign timeline. We have 3 months. We have 3 months campaign. That is second quarter, year one. So you see, so digital marketing campaign. That's a sample digital marketing implementation control, the plan, and then the budget. So implementation control plan and budget. So digital marketing activity, we want to promote such ads, campaigns on our digital as a digital marketing strategy. Then we have considered a timeline of 3 months. The campaign should be the second quarter to a year. Action required. We say the planned campaign. We select search engines, develop keyword strategy, add groups and add content, assign resources, both financial and human capital. Control. We will monitor campaign, select and monitor analytics, adapt based on campaign result, and estimated budget $10,000 per month for search engine, $2,500 per human capital cost. The contingency backup plan, social media advertising campaign. So you see, there's just a simple what do you call it? A simple sample digital marketing implementation control plan and budget. So there's the plan and it has its own budget. Okay, now we say that the strategic digital marketing plan should also have a reference and appendix, and that's mostly lies in the section 8. And we say that it should include any outside references should help to create a plan following a required or established referencing format. You may want to add an appendix to include specific campaign samples such as digital marketing, ad copy, social media copy, email marketing samples, and other material that is too long to include in the plan itself. So we put them in the reference. That's it. All I want to say that everything here is from Roger Hill. I just it's a lecture notes and I just walked you through. So everything there is not mine. It's from Margaret Hill. They have the sole authority for everything. They are very good people. Yeah. Thank you.